Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Lucas and welcome to the Cajun Guitar Gear Podcast. Guys, we have had some really cool gear stuff drop this week. We're going to talk about some gear stuff that dropped, a new cool guitar, a brand new Facebook group, which I know you're probably already cringing, but trust me, this group is really cool. I'm a mod in it, so you automatically know it is going to be cool. So let's jump right in and let's check out some of the new gear stuff that dropped this week. Now, really big news, Line 6 dropped the Line 6 Pod Express guitar and the Line 6 Express guitar bass. This is essentially like a reworked Pod Go, essentially what it is, but it's kind of a lot better. If you're interested in getting one, they're kind of back ordered. Check my link in the description. You can order from Sweetwater. I'm an affiliate. I get a tiny kickback. I take that money, I put it right back into this channel so I can keep giving you cool stuff. Only little plug I'm gonna give, and 100% this is unsponsored. Nobody is sponsoring this but me, so I'm not a paid YouTube show, at least not on this anyway. Moving right along, so let's check out some of the stuff that's in here. So you see you have dynamic, crunch, heavy, lead, clean, special, and you have chime. You have boost, you have chorus, you have effects, you have reverb, you have delay. You can also use this as an audio interface, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want one of these, just for the mere fact, like when I go on vacation, I can throw this in my bag. I can record stuff. I can record stuff. I always like bring my guitar when I go on vacation, and like record riffs when I'm like have downtime and I'm bored. I always do that. So this would be perfect for that. It has USB-C, which I love. I'm just kind of showing you what it looks like. It has a volume, headphones on the side, and blah 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 blah. So all of the guitar tracks are going to be mono, but the stereo effects, you can use the effects in stereo. I said that kind of wrong. I read that on the manual. Now let's jump over to the manual. Speaking of the manual, I want to show you guys the cabs. The C, yes, there's a guitar cab. So it has IRs in it too, and you can also bypass that, and you can also bypass the amps, which I love. Great functionality. Good job, Line 6. So you have clean, which is a Fender Princeton reverb, special, which is a Line 6 litigator, chime, which is a matchless DC30, channel 1 clean, dynamic, which is the bin Ardian category. I think it's choreographer. I think that's what that is. I probably jacked that all up. Freeman BE100, BE and HBE channel. The Line 6 Oblivion is heavy. The lead is the PV5150. I'll talk about that, and I want to talk about this a little bit more going on. For the bass, round is Ampeg, Portaflex, Grit, Ampeg SVT, the vintage Fender Bassman silver panel. Oh, no, sorry, they didn't do silver face, they said silver panel. Good job there. Punch, the Callion Kruger GK800 RB. Modern dark glass electronics microtubes, a B7K Ultra. Good job there. Studio, the Aguilar Tone Hammer, and Deep, the Mesa Boogie M9 Carbine. I say carbine. Some people say carbine. I say carbine. And you can, this goes over more of in here. It goes over the different things you can do. You can save stuff. So the IRs. Clean is a Princeton, special is a Fender Deluxe Oxford, chime is a DC30, dynamic is the Bogner Ubercab V30, crunch is the Marshall Basket Weave G12 M25, heavy is the ENGL XXL V30. Hell yeah, that's an awesome cab and IR. The lead is a Mesa Boogie 4FB V30. Don't exactly know what they mean by that, but that's what it says. And you can also turn it off the cabs. Round is Ampeg B15. Grit is an 812 Ampeg SVT. Vintage is a Fender Bassman 215 Punch 412 Ampeg SVT. Sorry, I'm just monotone. I'm trying to get through it. Modern is a 412 Eden D4 10XLT. Studio is a 112 Epiphone. I think it is Epiphone Ultralight. Deep is a 612 Mesa Boogie Powerhouse. I think these things are cool. 180, it runs on a normal 9-volt power supply, or you can use 3 AAA batteries. AA batteries, excuse me. It runs on 3 AA batteries. Very good thinking. I love everything they're doing with this. One thing I want to talk about. So, in the 5150 model, I don't exactly know. Let's see. So, 5150. Oh, god dang it. No. Okay, so 5150 is the lead, and they're using a Mesa. I think if it's corresponding, they're using a Mesa for that. And this kind of sounds bad. It's just kind of like has a bunch of mids and stuff on it. I'd probably change that to heavy if I had this, so that way you could actually, so that way you could hear it a lot better. I just don't like the way the 5150 sounded. 5150 can sound a lot better than that. I don't think you can actually put your own IRs on here, but which you can on the unit itself. But if you're using it as an interface and you run it into your DAW, you can put whatever cab you want in there because you can just turn it off. That is cool. Good job on that. And it seems like they did the IRs a little bit better than, you know, a certain other high-priced modeling unit that constantly complains on forums and Facebook that people are misrepresenting them because third-party IRs don't work with their unit correctly if you load it onto it because of the weird stuff they did with it. But I digress. Now let's see how this thing sounds. I got Mr. Perfecto de Castro demoing it. There's not a lot of, like, Fluff did a demo on this, but when it comes to demos, there's not really a whole lot. I don't know why. When I searched up on YouTube, the usual suspects didn't come up. Castro is awesome. He did some stuff with Sully and with the Soldano Astro Cab, and I really liked it. So we're going to use him today, and he's going to kind of run through all the different amp presets for you so you can hear it.
Factory Special. Factory Chime. Factory Dynamic. Factory Crunch. Factory Heavy. And finally, Lead.
For the lead, that's the 5150. Pretty sure they're using the Mesa cab for that. If you go on line 6's site, no, I don't still have it up. I had it up earlier. The 5150 sounds so bad. It's just kind of like a wall of mids, which sounded really bad. Does he go over some of the effects? Let's see. He might. I am not so much worried about the effects on this unit, to tell you the truth. I was more worried about the amp modeling. And for $180 in this package right here, it does sound really good. Yes, it is a plastic package. It's not made of steel. I think they were trying to go for the most portable, the most economic way that they could go with this. And I think they did a really good job on this. I like this better than that other Helix pedal they released. I can't remember the name of it. It was really expensive, and it only did like one thing from the Helix. I covered that on a couple podcasts back. I think this is a lot better. I think the value for the money is better. And like I said, I actually kind of want one of these because it's the perfect travel companion. The thing that makes that I want it the most for is the fact that it's an audio interface, because I kind of don't have a travel one. I just have a nice one that sits here at my desktop. I'm like talking to you right now. I think this is a really awesome deal. Now we are going to move on to some guitar news. Dave Grohl has launched his Epiphone DG335. He's used this thing forever. It's essentially a blue 335. You have some diamond-shaped F-holes on it. It has a Firebird headstock on it, inline all on the top. So it has, the inlays are kind of like triangles reversed of each other. It uses the Gibson USA Burst Bucker pickups. Price on this thing is $12.99, which I think that's actually a good price point. It's one of the cheaper Epiphone models that has come out, because Greeny is like, I think $1,500. It's kind of in line with all of the other ones. It's actually backordered right now. We're looking at it on Sweetwater. Let's look at some more stuff. It's first Epiphone, laminated maple body, bound diamond holes, one-piece maple neck, elliptical pleasing C, 12-inch radius, sublimely stable lock tone EBR bridge with a stop piece, so it's your regular old tom bridge. Top quality electronics, CTS pots and Mali 150 capacitors. This actually looks insanely good. I played a 335, an Epiphone 335 in college, believe it or not, for all my jazz stuff, and it was a decent guitar. It played pretty well. It's just the only thing that sucks about 335 is you have absolutely no forearm contour. It's more of a like standing guitar, so if you sit with it, you kind of gotta angle it right. I also was not very thrilled about the pickups, but the burst buckers are actually pretty good, and I think this is a win. So it's 22 frets, scale length 2475. I'm looking on the Sweetwater site because on the actual Epiphone site it's like weird and I can't like move it, like I can't scroll down on it and it's formatted really weird. So I think this is an absolute hit, to tell you the truth. I love the color. I love everything they did with it. The price point is right where it should be. This is crafted in China. That does not surprise me, because a lot of Epiphone's stuff is crafted in China. But from what I have heard, their China factory is actually pretty good. A lot of the guitars that come out of there are fairly good. I'm sure you have a little bit of QC stuff, but it is actually pretty good from what I hear. Have not heard any major complaints for that. That is going to be the Dave Grohl Epiphone. Now, another little small tidbit I kind of wanted to cover was that ENGL has bought the Hardtailer, apparently. So now the Hardtailer is under ENGL. It's sort of like a like door latch kind of people use for a Floyd Rose said it's a little bit better. You can move it around. The end of it is really nice because it kind of screws off. It screws out. The only thing I would kind of recommend for this is put you like a little piece of rubber or something to kind of cushion whenever you're going against your Floyd block, so that way you're not metal on metal, so that way it's not kind of digging a hole at each other and sharpening each other, so to speak. But I think this is cool. I don't know what is the price on this thing. There's no price on this. I just looked this up on ENGL's site. I imagine this is probably somewhere around $800. I just found it interesting that ENGL actually bought them. But hey, cool. ENGL is growing their business and their site, and they're actually they're on the ESP now. So I think that's just really cool. Just wanted to cover that. I mean, there's some things, as you know, everyone uses a Tremolo. I actually have a Tremolo in my LTD. Only reason I got it is because I bought this like years and ages ago, and I just kind of kept it in there. Some people hate it, some people like it. I just have it in there. It is what it is. Now, moving on from that minor piece of guitar news, this is something I wanted to cover. There is a new cool Facebook guitar group out in the block, and it's called Rockin' Metal Amps, Pedals, and Gear. If you're familiar with Mr. John from Sonic Drive Studios, this is his group. I'm in a group chat with like a bunch of different friends, and I also suggested, I was like, YouTube guitar friends, I was like, hey, we should start our own group. I suggested this a long time ago because a lot of these other guitar groups, they can get kind of toxic because they don't like certain people to post certain things. For example, like if you're a member of the community and you post a video you did on YouTube, they get mad at you, call you a YouTube shill, say you're stupid, tell you to stop posting. So this is kind of the answer to that. Like I said, I'm a mod in here. A couple of my other friends are mods in here. This group is about sharing all your cool gear stuff. You can come, you can talk. We're kind of trying to revive the heyday of the Facebook guitar gear like heyday, like, because back in the 2010s, like you had 7string.org. I was on metalguitarist.org, which I think they moved to metalmusicians.org. The classic forum where you could go, like Andy Sneak forum, that was really big. Like, so the classic guitar forum is kind of like, it's kind of basically dead. I know like there's still the gear page and a couple of other ones, but I was never really big on there. So they've kind of phased out and died a little bit, and then people moved over to Facebook groups. And I was really big in the music discussion brought to you by Wired Guitars. It was guitar porn at one point, but that hopefully YouTube doesn't ban me for even saying that word. So it moved over to Wired Guitars. So like from like 2012 to like 2019, 2018, that group was banging. Like everyone was talking stuff, having fun. That's what we're trying to bring back with this group. So if you, for example, if you come in this group and you want to post something, like you can post a video of you playing, you can post a professional video, you can post it with cell phone, it doesn't matter. Just talk about it a little bit. Don't just come in here and link drop and spam like everyone does in every guitar group. Holy crap, I cannot stand that. Like seriously, like put some effort into the post and don't cross post it from another page and like don't say anything. That we're gonna instantly boot that out. But this is a place where you can come and like post your stuff, talk about gear, talk about grievance. Like this is just a cool place for you to come and to chill out, and it's not going to be all that annoying crap you see on a lot of other pages, because we have a lot of good mods, and we're going to take care of this group It's literally started yesterday on March 9th, and we're almost at 1,000 members already, which is really cool. So it's good to see it growing. The posts in it, the posts in it have just been kind of a welcome post so far, and we've had a couple of other posts, so we haven't really gotten down to nitty gritty yet. It is a new group, and I know what you're saying here, but probably a bunch of you probably wondering, like, another guitar group on Facebook. Yes, but this one's a little bit different because we're running this with the idea of bringing back the glory and the heydays. Because there's some groups out there, I'm not gonna name any names, but they don't want anyone in there that's not their friend, pretty much. Like, you can't advertise in that group, but it's okay for them to advertise in that group. They call you a shill when you're posting your stuff in there, and it's not even a paid video. You're literally like, hey, I bought this with my own money. I'm just testing it out just so other people in here know you're a paid shill. So we're moving away from that. We're trying to get some good stuff in. I'm kind of rambling a little bit on there. Just thought I would drop this to you guys. I'll put the invite in the description if you would like to join. And guys, once again, I want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out and checking out this podcast. Today's actually really quick. Not too much gear stuff came out. Podcast is pretty much finished. If you want a little life update, I'll give you one really quickly if you're actually interested. I am slowly getting used to my new job. Things are going pretty well. I'm probably not going to jinx myself saying this. Things are going pretty good. I haven't really uploaded an actual guitar video in probably about a month, ever since I finished amps at the XFX3, which has been feeling kind of a little weird for me because I really like doing that, and I always look forward to doing it and uploading it. I should have one of those very soon. I've been spending a lot of time editing a video. Me and my drummer Fred did. I talked about it last one. It's Mike Hurst's cover video. I'm like 80%, 90% done with that, editing and that. Just a lot of life stuff has been getting in the way in this past month, and by the time I actually have time to sit down and do a guitar video, I feel really drained, or I'm just tired, and I don't have the appropriate energy to dedicate to it, pretty much. And if I even try and do something, it's not gonna be the best of my ability, and it's gonna come out bad if I finish it, and that is not what I want. So I'm gonna be releasing some actual good content besides these podcasts pretty soon, which I'm kind of excited about. I think I'm going to reboot a series I started a very long time ago, Drives with the XFX3. I'm going to try and reboot that. And like I've said before, I have a ton of pedals I want to review. I kind of need my wife's camera for that so I can focus in on it. I technically could use the GoPro, but she has a really good Canon camera with a good lens, and it looks a lot better. So I'm probably going to do that. So that's just a little life update. I got some more stuff coming down the pipeline, and thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you for subbing and liking and commenting. It really does mean a lot, because without you guys subbing and liking, and even the one little comment I'll get on some of the podcasts, it means a lot, because if I wouldn't get that, I probably wouldn't have kept on this podcast, to be honest with you, because it's been a struggle sometimes, because last week I legit didn't have anything to talk about, and I just kind of winged it, some topic that's been on top of my head. This week I had some good stuff to talk about, had some extra time. Really happy that you're with me, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Let me know all your comments about everything down below, about the pod go, about the new Facebook group, everything. Let me know in the comments down below. I really appreciate you being here and spending some time with me. I appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.